Hello children, a big warm welcome to our channel Ammu&You. I'm sure you're waiting for a story. Me too. I have also got a lovely story for all of you. But tell me, how many of you are into music? Do you like music? Do you do music? Do you hear music? And have you heard that music is the food to the soul? What does that mean? It means that music makes our soul even happy. We are so happy that we feel that we are happy from our souls. Music has that power. And the people who do music are called musicians. They're awesome artists, They're singers, they play instruments, and there's so many types of musicians. But like in any other field, to be a good musician, you need to work very hard, practice, and only then can you be a world-class musician. A musician that will make your soul happy. So today, why this talk of music? Because I have a story, Bremen Town Musicians. It's a lovely story of animals, 4 friends who want to become musicians. Once upon a time, long ago, there lived a miller. He had a donkey, and the donkey was very loyal and faithful to his master. But over years, after working so hard, he got old and he could not work as hard as earlier. So one day, while he was near the window, he heard the miller speak to himself, saying, "I want to get rid of this donkey. It has become so old, I think it is of no use to me anymore. I have to feed him so much, take care of him, and in return, he cannot give me as much as he did earlier. I need to get rid of this donkey." The donkey was shocked. How could his master say this? He loved his master. But after hearing this and seeing the gun in his hand, he thought, who knows? One day, the master completely is fed up of him and really kills him. So he thought he would leave the home for so many years and go to a town called Bremen and become a musician. Now, why a musician? Because he liked to sing. Donkeys bray. They feel that they can sing so well. But there's a big but. Anyways, the donkey thought that I will go to the town Bremen and I will become a musician. So off he went towards Bremen. He walked and walked and walked and walked over the fields, and after a while, he came across a dog. This dog was sitting there with gloom on his face, sad. So the donkey asked him, "Hello, doggy. What happened? Why do you look so sad? This is such a bright day." So the doggy said, "Don't ask me, friend. I've been with my master for so many years. He would take me for hunting, and I have hunted for him along with him for all these years. Now that I have grown old, my master says that he doesn't need me anymore and he wants to get rid of me. In fact, he wants to kill me." Hearing that, the donkey nodded his head and said, same old story, just like me. So, doggy, why don't you come along with me? Let us be friends. I'm going to the town of Bremen to be a musician. I want to play the guitar you can play the drums. So the dog said, okay, fine, that sounds good to me. And both of them set off towards Bremen again. Walking, now they were happy because there were two of them, so they were chatting and walking. And after a while, they came across a small cottage and a fence, and over that fence, on that fence, sat a cat like this here. Now the cat looked sad. So the donkey said, hello cat, good morning. The cat said, meow, good morning. Said, why are you talking so softly, cat? Are you not well? What is wrong with you? No, my master doesn't want me anymore. And his mistress says that she will drown me. Imagine, after staying with them for so many years, she wants to drown me. I'm so scared. Now the donkey and the dog both looked at each other and nodded their heads. Same old story, ungrateful masters. Anyways, Catty, join us. We are going to Bremen to be musicians. You can come along with us too, and you also can join the band that we want to do. So you can become a musician too. So the cat said, sounds a good idea. Okay, I'll come along with you. Meow, meow. And off she went, came off the fence and joined the donkey and the dog. And the trio happily walked towards Bremen. Now it was getting evening, and as it was getting evening, they saw a cock perched high up on a farm gate, and it was crowing. So the donkey said, hello Mr. Cock, this is not the time for you to crow. You crow at dawn. It's going to be dusk. Why are you crowing? So the cock said, cuckoo, cuckoo. I'm very sad. Now why are you sad? I am sad because my mistress wants to make chicken soup out of me today. I've been with her for so long, and now she wants to kill me and make chicken soup out of me. Just imagine. Now all the three nodded their heads looking at each other and said, same old story, ungrateful masters. Well, Mr. Cock, don't you worry, come and join us. All the four of us will be good friends, and we're all going to the town of Bremen to become musician. And you can sing so well, you can be our male vocalist. The cock liked the idea and said, okay, cuckoo, cuckoo. And all four of them started moving ahead. Now, walking, they entered a forest. It was a dark forest, and already the night had fallen. They could not see much, and they were very tired because they've been walking all day. So they said, we need to rest for the night. We'll stay here only and rest, and we'll go ahead at dawn tomorrow. So the donkey just fell on the ground to rest. The dog also sat next to him, and Miss Cat climbed the tree and found a place to sit, and Mr. Cock sat on the topmost branch, perched himself nicely. And it was looking around, and suddenly it said, hey, I can see a house. why don't we go and find out whose house it is? So everyone said, okay, if no one is empty and no one is living there, then we can go and rest there for the night. It would be better. So they all left for the house, and they reached the house, and after they reached there, they saw that all the doors and windows were shut. The donkey with its 4 legs climbed up to this window, peeped inside. So the dog asked, hey friend, what do you see inside? So the donkey came down and said, oh my God, there's a whole big table laden with food, delicious food, and it makes us even more hungry. Hearing this, the others also said, yes, we're also very hungry, and the food is just right there. How can we go in and eat that? But is there anyone else? Oh yes, I think they are robbers. I could see 4 men sitting there, but by the look of their faces, I am sure they are robbers. They were all sitting there at the table. So then they said, then how do we go and get to eat the food? So then they thought and made a plan. And then the donkey stood there, and the dog climbed on its back. The cat climbed on the dog's back, and Mr. Cock flew up and perched himself on top of the cat's head. And then the donkey slowly put his feet on the window, and all of them peeped inside. And the donkey said, 1, 2, 3, Dachu, dachu, whoa, 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 meow, meow, cuckoo. All 4 of them started making sounds together. And all 4 sounds together, they sounded so wild, they sounded so different that the robbers looked around. Who is it? Who is it? Where is the sound coming from? And after making this sound for a few minutes, you know, children, what did they do? They just pushed the window. The window pane was made of glass, it broke, and all of them came inside, fell inside, screaming, dachu, 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 whoa, 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 meow, meow, cuckoo. And listening to all this commotion, the glass shattering, the noises of these 4 animals, the robbers were absolutely taken aback, and they ran with all their might. Here, they ran out, screaming, ghost, 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 run, run, run. They all ran away. Now these 4 friends were very happy. They quickly sat at the table and ate to their heart's content. They were so happily filled. Then they said, now we will have a good night's sleep. So the donkey went out to the barn, found a soft haystack, and he lay down there. The dog went near the door, and he found a small mat and lay there. The cat went straight to the kitchen, climbed up on the platform and seated there. And the cock flew out and went on top of the house. Everyone was fast asleep. Now the robbers, around midnight, they thought that they were hungry and that was their house. So they thought that let's go and see what is happening there. Hope everything is fine. The ghosts have left the house now. So all of them came back, and the leader asked one of them to go inside and check. Is everything fine? Go inside and check. So this one robber went inside, with a candle. And he went to the kitchen. The cat was there. The cat looked at him like this, and in the darkness, the eyes glowed. The robber thought that they were burning coals. He went to put the candle to the coal to light it, and the cat absolutely pounced with all its force, scratching its face. The robber ran out, not knowing what it was. And as soon as it ran out the door, the dog was there. It bit his leg, got hold of his leg and bit it. As soon as it went out, the donkey was there at the barn. He kicked with all his might with his back foot, and the cock started cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. Now he came running and said, "Oh my God, this is no more our house. This is the house of witches. There are 4 witches there. Look, one of them has scratched all over my face with her sharp claws. The other one has bitten my leg. And someone has hit me with a club. And the 4th one was screaming, 'I will eat you, I will eat you, I will eat you.' We have to run away from here, and we can't come here anymore if we want to save our lives." Saying this, all these 4 robbers ran as fast as they could. And these 4 smarties, they lived there happily ever after for years and years. They were so happy that they had found a nice house. They would play music there. They would go around and they would tell stories to each other, sharing their joys and sorrows for the remaining years. These 4 clever animals, the doggy, the cat, and the cock, were great friends till ever after. So they were the musicians of Bremen. So how was the story, children? Loved it? I too loved the story. If you like it, you know what to do. Tell your parents, like, subscribe, share, hit the bell icon. You can send me your comments. You can message me directly. And be happy, be safe. The new year has begun, so start off with all the resolutions that you had made. Did you make any? If you haven't, you still have time. You can make some and start implementing them. Right? Lots of love from Ammu to you. Till we meet again next week with another story. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.